Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
And this week we're talking about Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian, the Heiress.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. I thought it was the Heiress. I said it wrong.
The Hairless.
She's the Hairless? My God.
Yeah.
This is the Star Wars that fucks.
If only.
We're gonna do some Katie Sackhoff gushing, and you can take that however you want.
Yeah, Katie Sackhoff, Pedro Pascal just running around fucking stuff.
Don't forget we have Timothy Oliphant.
Shit, I'll watch Carl Weathers fuck something.
Oh yeah, and I know she's a terrible fucking racist, but you know Gina Carano, still getting it.
She's got that muscle mommy thing going on.
She's a thicky thicks. She's a dommy mommy.
So this episode aired originally November 13th, 2020, and is directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, who worked her way up from nothing.
Scratched and clawed her way up from the depths of trash.
Pulled herself up by her dad's bootstraps. Her bootstraps.
You have no idea what it's like living in the Howard Mansion household.
But she has previously directed Chapter 4.
He made me live in the East Wing on my own. I only had 6 maids.
I had to share the East Wing with my brother.
They actually wanted me to wipe my own butt. But then I got my own private butler.
That's what butlers do,
from.
right?
That's what that's from.
Yeah.
Wipe the Royal Hiney. Okay, the Howard Hiney.
But she previously directed Chapter 4, Sanctuary, which is where we met Gina Carano.
Yep.
And she'll be back again because she directed one of Jack's favorite episodes, Chapter 22, Guns for Hire. Does that ring a bell?
Is it going to have a stupid spin move and a little scooter?
No, that's in Boba Fett. I don't think she directed that one.
Oh, okay.
She did direct an episode of Boba Fett, but Guns for Hire is the one with Jack Black and Lizzo.
I have blacked that out. Oh, my God.
Jack blacked that out.
Jack blacked out, dude. I'll tell you what.
I don't remember anything about that episode except for Christopher Lloyd, which I think says something.
I think you remembered the right part of the episode. I think you got what you were supposed to out of it.
That's also the one where the droid bar, they go to the droid bar, right?
Yeah. That's the thing. Like,
that.
It's a stupid reason to be there. It's a stupid little side quest filler episode, but that part of the content is good. It's just that Jack Black and Lizzo are so world breaking for me. It's you're just always Jack Black.
Yeah.
And then Lizzo, I barely knew who that was. I just could tell you're not a Star Wars person. And then the person I was watching with filled me in on who she is.
Yeah, a singer?
Sounds right.
All right.
I think she's in trouble for doing stuff.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah, like inappropriate stuff.
I heard about her doing some sexy stuff or something.
Yeah.
That she shouldn't have been doing.
Forced sexy time.
Yeah. But it's also written by Jon Favreau. And since we're already way into this and we've already talked about next season, let me remind you guys, these episodes will very soon only be available on the Bad Movies Worst People main feed. So if you're listening on Han Took Shots First feed, go follow us there. Bad Movies, Worst People. I'm just condensing all of our shows into one feed. So when Jack and his buddy Ryan, who's been on here, start doing their own thing and all that, it's all easier to manage. It's all in one spot. So we start with the Razor Crest. I'm going to call it the Rackhurst. It's missing all of its vowels.
It's missing a lot.
Rackhurst.
It's the Rackhurst.
Because this fucking busted ass ship is barely limping into Trask. I do love the way they handle it, though. I mean, obviously it's CG. We don't have spaceships like this, but like the way they handle it, it looks pretty real, and it's just kind of going in, just like like the one engine keeps winking out, and like
it's got a great noise for like a fucking an engine that's winking out, as it were. And
it kind of sounds like
Pod Racer.
Anakin's Pod Racer when it's like dying out. It's like
that's what I thought of.
It's probably the same sound.
Yeah, I love the radio. The radio's like, slow down. It's like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's the best I can fucking do. Calm down, dude.
Yeah, because he's coming in. I mean, he's coming in hot, literally, because the ship's on fire as it's plummeting through the atmosphere.
And he knows he only has enough fuel for one little pop. So he's like, I can't slow down now. I have to slow down at the last moment.
And of course, we get the great, like, the classic comedy moment of like, there we go, gonna land it now.
Perfect.
Just hover right above the thing, and then the engine goes out right into the water. I laughed out loud, even though I knew what was coming.
Absolutely. I love this fucking scene. You got this like repurposed AT-AT.
Yeah, used as a crane. I noticed that this time. I never noticed that before. That
I didn't
it was,
either.
like,
And maybe
walking.
it's not repurposed. Maybe it's just the design of things in this universe.
I don't know.
To
I
me,
feel like it
struck me
was
very
left on the
imperial.
planet, and
Yeah.
I mean that's what it is. It's clearly the bottom half is clearly an AT-AT or whatever you want to call it.
I don't care how you pronounce it.
It just always hurts my brain to say AT-AT because I don't say ATSIT.
True, but there's an argument to be made for it, for the simple fact that, and like in our military, Humvees is an acronym.
Yeah,
You don't spell it out; you say the nickname. Also, here's the defining matter. If you really want to be a stickler about it, go watch the original Kenner toy cartoon. The first time it's ever mentioned. That's the Bible.
I know it's from the commercial, but Kenner, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. But
But
either
it's
way,
the first time we ever heard it called anything.
the Mon Calamari guy's here, and he's just like, whatever, dude. Like, he just kind of laughs at the ship falling in the water and walks away.
Can you fix it? He's like, fix it? No, I can make it fly.
And we'll get there. The way they fix it, I'm like, you asked a guy who fixed pirate ships or whatever he does to fix your
He's a Mon
airplanes,
Calamari.
We deliver the frog lady to her husband, Frogman.
Frogman.
And it doesn't matter because it's just croaks and noises. But I did see, looking through the credits, that this guy is like, he's a big voice actor, so it's really funny. Just because it's like a Frank Welker situation. It's like, can you make croaks? But it's a guy named D. Bradley Baker.
Oh, he's a Star Wars guy.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's done a bunch of Star Wars shit. He's Captain
He's-
Rex, and
He's
and-
every one of the clones. He's because they're all the same voice. He's
yeah.
he's the cartoon Tamora Morrison.
okay, yeah. Because I was like, I have here, it's like Rex and Cody and Fox, and
And I believe he does every single Bad Batch member.
in the Clone Wars cartoon.
Homie better got paid.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars cartoon, I wrote down Rex and Cody, and then I just wrote 100 other voices.
Yeah. As
He
you should.
literally, that's what it said on IMDb was Rex and 101 others.
I wonder if he does the robots, the clankers.
I don't know. I was scrolling through and I was like, I don't know what any of this shit is. Apparently, he's also in your Destiny game. He's Varix
Yeah.
the Loyal,
Yes.
and he was in
Kill
Force
them
Unleashed.
back.
He was Boba Fett in Force Unleashed.
Oh, so he's just Tamora Morrison's.
Yeah, and apparently he was Daffy Duck in Space Jam, as well as a few other voices.
Could have stopped while you were ahead with me.
Well, do you remember your childhood? Do you remember Legends of the Hidden Temple?
You bet your sweet ass was it Olmec?
Yeah, Olmec. He was
Olmec.
the voice of Olmec, and he was the announcer on the show.
Fuck yeah. So this guy's been around my life, my childhood and my adulthood.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter because literally all he says here is "Wah." So,
Yeah. You know what though? I bet they have him come back in something else.
Oh, I'm sure he does all kinds of voices. There was a bunch of stuff in his credits that was like various like demonic voices and whatnot. So
He's the light version of Frank Welker.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, happy reunion, and they go off. Well, he takes Mando to the inn, which is really funny. He's like, "Can you lead me to other people of my kind? I was told you could." And he's like, "Yeah, the inn." And it's like, "Cool, you could have just gone there and gone to the inn."
No one's actually helping him because then he pays this bartender, which the calamari flan comes back.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
Yeah, I'd have a little bite. Like, well, it's my baby. Don't eat my baby. It's my baby and my money. It's my money, baby. But even this guy, he like throws some money down. He's like, "Can you help me?" And he's like, "I know someone that can." So everybody's just fucking jerking this dude around, and it ends up biting him in the fucking Beskar.
Yeah, I mean, because we do learn that Trask is basically just a black market planet, so everybody's just like, "Give me some more money."
This has way too many Corrin and Mon Calamari to not be in the system.
Well, they said it's Trask, right, which is their home planet.
Oh, okay. So it's just a different port because the Mon Calamari should have a pretty good handle on this.
Maybe this is a post Empire
Just
thing. I don't, because I don't know the status of all that, obviously.
And I guess I don't either, because what I'm thinking of is Legend, like where they would be. So
Yeah.
they can do whatever they want with this.
Yeah, because I think that's what Bo-Katan says, is that all of Trask, or maybe she's just talking about this port, is just black market shit.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of lawless, much like a lot of the other stuff we've seen with the.
It's a wet Dave Navarro.
Yeah, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. All the upheaval going on. That's what I'm trying to think of. So he gets some chowder for the baby, some info for himself. I do love. There's some really funny concept art that I didn't get to grab because I didn't have much time to grab stuff. Of like, it's the soup scene where the baby's looking in there and the squid jumps out on his face, but in the one on the concept art, it's just a bunch of tentacles coming out and wrapping around his head.
Either way, he's still eating.
I know. It's don't play with your food.
It's like, I'm not trying to. It started it. I'll turn this soup around pretty quick.
So yeah, he teams up with this Quarren and they go off on the ship, and of course the Quarrens betray him because they're like, "Oh, it's really cool to watch." I didn't catch the name of this thing.
Mama Core.
Yeah, watch one of these things.
The reason I remember it is because core is like kind of like there's a rancor, there's a like the what do you call that suffix of core kind of sticks in my brain, and there's a mama core. So I'm imagining there's like a baby core. Oh, the end of this episode.
Yeah,
I think that's what this would grow up to be. This is the mama core.
Yeah, because that little thing at the end looks like this thing, just itty bitty version.
Yeah,
hand squishable size,
easily squished.
But yeah, they throw the baby in. Mando jumps in after it. They lock him in. They're there to steal his Beskar, of course.
Everybody that's tried to give you a lead has tried to steal your Beskar.
As all these other Mandalorians come in, and we later learn it's the Night Owls. So it's Bo-Katan Kryze, Axe Woves, and
I think it's pronounced
Koska
wolves.
Reeves. Wolves?
I think it's wolves because when I heard it, I was like Axe Wolves. Like I didn't read it. I was like Axe Wolves. Your name is Axe Wolves, so I think that's what it is.
What was Filoni? Trapper Wolf. So I mean,
Trapper Wolf. Yeah, but Trapper Wolf is the name you give yourself. Like, do we have a Dave Filoni here? Actually, it's Trapper Wolf. That's the name. Oh no, I've lost everyone. So I'm a lone wolf and I'm a trapper, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah, call me Trapper Wolf. That's wonderful. That's the name I gave myself. Oh, I wanted to say though, before we actually meet these Mandalorians, there's a really cool part. Like right when he gets to port, it's the girl you said, not Bo-Katan Kryze,
Koska Reeves.
Koska Reeves. It's like her hooded in the crowd because I remember seeing that in the trailer. I was like, oh my god, what Jedi is this going to be? And they make you think that.
Yeah,
because she does like this little "now you see me, now you don't" kind of thing, and it's just something cool. I thought of like when this came out. We obviously know who she is now, but when this came out, you were just like, "Is this another Jedi?"
Well, and they don't say who she is, and I read that people thought it was, what's the girl that Bo-Katan hangs out with in the cartoons, and she ends up being later on in the show, or maybe she's on Ahsoka.
Sabine.
I don't remember. I just know that Bo-Katan like knew her mom or whatever, so people thought that this person was playing that other character. It might have been Sabine Wren. I read about it, but in the subtitles it says Koska Reeves, and she's played by a wrestler. So we're just pulling from the WWE here. So her real name is Mercedes Varnado. She's Sasha Banks in the WWE, and this is her feature film, or not feature film, but her acting debut aside from being a wrestler.
I think she does great.
I think she's fine because she doesn't have a lot to do, but she's convincing when she talks and stuff.
And she's supposed to be the more kind of quiet muscle.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other one, Axe Wolves. What'd you say it was?
Say it however you want. Wolves is what I think it is.
Axe Wolves is Simon Cassianides. The only thing in I recognized him, and it must be from this because I saw in his credits he was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sunil Bakshi for a run of episodes, so that must be what I recognize him from. It was like, I want to say it was like 13 episodes, so it was probably half of a season or something.
Okay.
And then of course Bo-Katan, Katie Sackhoff, who we've talked about before on Bad Movies Worst People, because she was in Halloween Resurrection with Bud Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, somebody still has that prosthetic head on their mantle. Gross.
I do love the music that plays when they come out. This music that Goranson put together, it's like a static to a beat at first. It's like this. I wish I could play clips of music, but as soon as I put this on YouTube, I'm gonna get flagged by Disney.
So
it happened
pay
when we did
attention to this
some
part.
Yeah, it happened when we did some Andor episodes. I used like the transition music between episodes, and they were like copyright infringement.
Cool.
So, I'm like, oh, you mean that noise that went? That was copyrighted.
Don't make it sound that close. It's gonna get taken down again. All because you wanted to go.
But yeah, they come in, they save him, they save the kid. This pram is crushed, so now Mando's got to carry the baby around, which I guess is why he ends up taking him to the frog people, because otherwise he would just take him with him in his little armor-covered pram.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Tram. It's not a tram. Pram.
But yeah, of course, immediately they take off their masks. So he's like, "Where the fuck you get that armor?"
Hold the fuck on. What is happening? Why am I seeing your faces? What is this?
I just love that she's like, "I've had this shit for 3 generations. I was born on Mandalore, motherfucker."
You molded your Beskar. I mean, because you don't know who she is right now, right? Like as a viewer,
right.
Of not the cartoons, you have no idea who she is. The name Bo-Katan Kryze doesn't mean shit to you.
Not at all.
But what I love about that, because it is your perspective, you never were bothered by it. Like the people, it's like, oh, they made it. You have to know. No, it enriches her backstory, I think, a lot, and that's up to me to go do, and it's up to you to decide if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, and I feel like I gathered everything I need. I mean, she tells you it all in this episode. She's like,
yeah,
I ruled Mandalore for a while. I was there during the Purge. I'm looking for the Darksaber. Bing, bang, boom.
So the last thing that we knew as cartoon watchers, Sabine Wren had given her the Darksaber so that she could rule. And everything was supposed to be like happily ever after according to the cartoon. So then, I think I've referenced before, cut to this where it's like Mandalore's destroyed and everybody else is like, whoa, how do we get there? Now we're like, oh shit, she doesn't have the Darksaber and something bad happened. Fill me in.
Yeah, and this is what they're starting, because we saw it before with Gideon, and now she's starting to fill it in, because throughout the episode, she's like, I had it for a while, and now I don't. Like, they don't tell us all the details, but she's filling in the people who know that stuff.
Right.
Oh, and I have it as our background for the people watching, but it's concept art, but it's the 3 of them. It's fucking
really
cool
fucking
picture.
cool. Yep. Really fucking cool. They handle this so well because we do, like, this show in general has given us all the Mandalorians, and some of the best episodes to me are the ones that have the most Mandalorians. These 3 coming in to save him, dude, is so fucking phenomenal and just gangbusters.
They every time they come in, they just whoop ass, which when we see what one guy can do, you have 3 of them who've been in wars, not just who've been bounty hunting.
Right. These guys have been trained by, okay, I mean, like, not to say he's not a good fighter or anything, but these guys all have like family trainers from the day they're born.
Yeah.
You know,
they know squad tactics and all that. And he's used to fighting on his own. So he is great. He's a great fighter. We've seen it, but you put 3 of them together, now 4 of them. But this is when we learn about his sect, the Children of the Watch.
First time we heard this.
Yeah. Is this the first time ever, or is this the first time in live action?
First time ever.
Okay.
And I'd love to be proven wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, because we had the Death Watch, which is what the Children of the Watch would be. You know, and Death Watch was the Vizsla clan. Like, they just believed. So Bo-Katan Kryze was actually part of Death Watch at one point. Their whole thing, she had her cousin or her sister, Satine, Duchess Satine, who wanted to have Mandalore be this like cultural trading hub, like stop our warmongering ways. Death Watch was anti that.
Okay.
So
that's her sister, because I read that.
It's her
when I was
sister.
reading up
Okay.
some stuff.
And also she probably had a baby with Obi-Wan.
I read that there was a maybe romance between them, but it was never confirmed.
Oh, easily. At one point, he's like, I would have left the order if you asked me. She goes, I know. That's why I didn't. But no, so then Bo-Katan Kryze was part of Death Watch, but then as soon as they started kind of following Darth Maul, they started following Darth Maul and becoming like militant, is like even more militant and whatnot. She was like, I'm out. And I think the Night Owls are her clan of maybe we were Death Watch, but we're not now.
Yeah, there was some stuff about it. It was like, yeah, she had clashed with Ahsoka Tano, but then they ended up teaming up to fight the Maul people.
Yeah, Mandalorians.
And take over Mandalore from them, kind of thing. So it all makes sense when you get to the end of this here. And it's pre-Vizsla. I read that too. Is the
okay,
Vizsla
not Tar Vizsla.
Yeah, that's
Tar
Vizsla.
Vizsla.
I think is Paz Vizsla's dad or something.
Yeah, and then Tar Vizsla is the Jedi Mando.
Okay,
that created the Darksaber, the Black Blade.
Well,
Hey, mister, I got an extra $3. I was wondering if there's any way I can spend it.
have you heard of Patreon?
Never heard of it. What is it?
You go to patreon.com/worstpeople, give me your $3, and you can listen to a bunch of stuff that's way too inappropriate for your age.
Oh, but I'm actually pretty old. I just sound like this. It's like the Benjamin Button thing. But anyway, I was going to ask you, what if I got my mom to give me a couple more bucks and I could, give you more money?
Oh, that's even better. You can get ad-free with $5.
$5?
You also can get access to Latchkey Vids, our TV recap show of forgotten 90s garbage.
Oh my God, I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited for it.
You should be.
So $5 is all I need, and I get no more of these commercials?
No more commercials.
No more commercials.
Oh,
you get
boy.
to hear us talk about a singing cop show and more.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mr. and Miss. Thanks for all the information. I'm going to go see if I can find a mom to give me $5.
Let's go beat that kid up and take his $5.
Oh, no!
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
But I love when he's just like, well, there's only one way and it's not yours. And so he just like jetpacks out of there. And then we cut to them jetpacking off this ship and the whole thing just going up in flames. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
They're exercising their religious beliefs, dude. Munitions. Did you just blow up that ship? Are you trying to stifle my religious freedoms? I believe this is in my Bible.
So he gets accosted by some more Quarrens. You killed my brother.
All the three fucking night owls come back. She's like, actually, I killed your brother. And to your point, they just like light that shit up tactic wise. And Mando does a good job. Like he pulls his gun out and he's like, all right, cool. I see what we're doing. But they know, I know where you're going to shoot. You know which way I'm looking, and death circle.
And they do a good job later in the episode of showing his like contribution to the team because they are a well-oiled machine.
Right.
But when they're on the Gazanti cruiser later, he can't. Yeah, that's
I am
right. I got
so
it.
proud of you.
They did say it in the episode, but
Less proud of you, but still proud of you, son.
I rememed it this long. A whole
There you go.
40 minutes later.
There you go. Now we can get an Eldinian to fly a fucking Gazanti class cruiser.
But yeah, he shows his worth to the group because he's got his crazier tactics that they don't necessarily use, I guess, is what they're implying.
Dude,
there.
I kind of hate those tactics, but we'll get there.
But yeah, so they're like, can I at least buy you a drink? So they go off. This is when she tells them that Trask is like a black market planet right now, and we're just here to get weapons to retake Mandalore. And he's like, well, I'm trying to take this kid to the Jedi. Do you know where I can find any? And she's like, maybe, but you got to help us first. Fucking video game question.
Theme of the episode.
Theme of the show, man. Like,
Oh, for
it's
sure.
literally the next episode too. It's like, sure, I can help you, but you've got to help me first. This would be a great fucking game.
Phenomenal. This was supposed to be. This is like the Boba Fett game.
Let's make the Mandalorian video game and just make it the show. People will complain. I'll have a great time.
You could also just have it be like the very first intro level. The prologue is you in the coven, and then you just peace out and go start doing missions. You don't need to be this Mandalorian. You could be a Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean is like Fallout style or something like that, you know. But then like your missions are much like this, where it's like, okay, you can help me with this information, or you can help me get to this place, but you have to. I'll do this mission for you first, or whatever.
That's great, but there's another settlement that needs your help.
Exactly. Just skip the Fallout thing of building settlements. Like, no, let me just help other people's settlements.
Hey, in-game wise, I loved it. I got real good at that shit. I was putting up walls of fucking robot auto turrets. I had people patrolling that shit. I started dropping off power armor to people.
Oh, I built like one really big cool one. And then all the little ones, they were like, build one more or whatever. I was like, yeah, here, have a couple turrets. I'll see you guys never.
I mean, I put up the walls so it was like, this settlement needs is under attack. Never fucking bothered them. They always defended that shit.
I love that you're like, I gave these people power armor. And I'm like, I never thought of that. I had an Iron Man room full of power armor.
Oh, no, I had a fucking shrine to myself built. But one of the townspeople, like one day was walking around my power armor. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know you could do that. If you don't have a way of locking it up when there's people that are in your settlements, like if you have a place where no one lives, it's fine. So I just started going there and dropped like just getting out of power armor. And you come back and there's just some fucking like housewife with a power armor and a Gatling gun. I'm like, fuck yeah. You pissed off the wrong Karen.
But yeah, so they go off. They have to rob this Gazanti freighter. Of course, no more than a squad of troopers.
It's going to be bare bones.
It's always easy. A squad of troopers, and they couldn't hit the side of a bantha.
Ah, that's how you know you're in Star Wars.
So he leaves the kid with the frogs. Mind your manners. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't eat babies. That's what I'm telling you is don't eat babies. So I have a confused thought because the frog lady takes over to the incubator thing. And, you know, little Grogert's looking at it, kind of mouth watering, but then a little tadpole comes out and he goes like, is that like a realization like, oh, I ate a bunch of life? Or is that like new snack?
I don't know, because when he comes to get him later, I'm like, they're letting him play with that tadpole. And I'm like, is he about to eat that thing? It's hard to tell with him.
I knew it wasn't coming, but I was also still expecting him to pull an egg out of his little robe when he left. Just like, all right, see you later.
So on the freighter, we meet. Well, first they come in and just. I love. I think it's Axe grabs one of these dudes and just flies straight up in the air, and I'm like, well, we know what's coming, but the payoff is really funny.
I'm glad you brought it up because that would be one of the more terrifying ways to. We were doing Sky Timber on the regular feed, and we're talking about skydiving and how falling really far, really forever would suck. As soon as he grabbed that guy and took him up, I was like, that's gonna, even if you don't hit the front of this, that's gonna suck. You actually kind of hope you hit the front of it and it breaks your spine.
Yeah, because there's no way hitting the water is any better from how high he's taking you.
And also, we've seen what's in these waters. So, like, you are just going from bad to worse to Dante's Inferno.
Right? You hit the water, you're like, I survived. And then this fucking
Mama
water sarlacc pulls you under.
It's wet sarlacc. They got trash dragons too. Instead of a crate dragon, they got a fucking trash dragon. It just runs on the top of the water, all terrifying style. Thank you, no. It's like Jaws that can walk.
Shark. It's a street shark named Jaws. Bruce. Bruce was his name.
Bruce, yeah.
But we meet the Imperial captain, who is Titus Welliver.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't get a name, but you know who Titus Welliver is, right, folks?
I love and hate this cameo. The only thing I hate about it is he's done.
Yeah.
The thing I love about it is he serves his purpose because you're expecting him and everybody in this room at some point to just whisper, Hail Hydra. Like, that's how menacing he is in the best possible way.
Well, he was Felix Blake on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Did he end up being Hydra? I feel like he didn't, but he looks like he would.
Maybe that was the misdirect.
I think he was one of the ones that was not and then Madam whatever, I don't remember. Victoria Hand
Madam
ended
Web.
up being Hydra. That's what it was. Victoria Hand with that red streak in her hair.
Oh yeah.
But we've talked about him a little bit before because he was in Transformers: Age of Extinction over on the main feed there.
Was he? Because I know we've
Yeah.
talked about him a lot, and I didn't know he was actually on an episode of something.
Yeah. He was in Transformers: Age of Extinction, some military guy. And I didn't remember this until I saw it in his credits, and then it came.
Forgive me for
flooding.
not ever remembering a Transformers movie.
But I saw in his credits it came flooding back to me. He played Lex Luthor on the Titans show.
Oh shit! I don't think I ever got that far in. Maybe I did. That's a good Lex Luthor.
Yeah, right.
That's
And then,
a
of course,
good Lex.
I mean, his big thing, especially these days, is Bosch. He's the titular Bosch.
I think I knew him from Deadwood and amongst other things.
He's the main reason I watched that show. I mean, it was a fun show. It was a good show, but without him, it would have been a different show.
He's the Bosch.
Yeah, he is the Bosch.
Who's the Bosch? put him in that, like when he's the Tony Danza role and he's just terrifying. Who's the Bosch? You're the Bosch. You can boss me around anytime, dude. You laid down the law. You show me who the Bosch was. Now put on some Bruce Springsteen. I want to hear the Bosch.
But like, this is where right after we meet him, like they're calling in, they're like, "We've got pirates again," and he's like, "Are they the same ones from before?" And then this fucking stormtrooper just bounces off the windshield, and he's like, "Yep, they sure are."
I'm thinking so. That guy just got thrown into a boss pit.
How many are there? At least 10. Nope, there's only 4, but they're Mandalorians.
Say 4 here. This guy's a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, but it turns out they're Mandalorians, so that counts as at least 10.
Gosh darn it.
I like these little like gas bombs they have because then they just switch their heat vision and everybody's blinded, so they just blast.
And this
the
is
shit
showing
out
some of those tactics. It's a really cool fucking shot of just 4 people marching into the smoke. Bo-Katan's got the double. I wish I knew the name of her make and model, but she's just fucking double pistoling, just doing work.
And this other officer that's like, close all the doors, close the doors, close all of them. And he's like, we locked him in the cargo control area.
It's okay. We're safe. We locked him away. Where? The cargo control area. There's the they just get
I love Titus Welliver because he's like, oh good, wait, where? And it's just like,
you said cargo. I got the cargo. Did you say control? That's not good for you.
when the doors open and those guys get sucked out, you see the other two, the pilots that are like, oh my God. And Titus Welliver is just like, that fat slob. I knew it was going to happen.
Motherfucker. This is what you get for hiring your brother-in-law.
But their plan is not to jettison the weapons and take them. Their plan is to take the entire ship.
It's a good ship. I've talked before about how much I like this ship.
I think this is the first time, now that I knew what it was, because you mentioned the class before, this is the first time I've really had a good look at one.
Yeah.
Like, because we've seen them, when you mentioned them, we've seen them in the background and stuff, but this is all on one, and you get a lot of shots of it actually operating.
This is its 5 minutes of fame kind of thing. It's a fucking stud of a ship. It's a stud.
She wants to take the ship not only to make it easier to take all these weapons, obviously, and to have a cool ship, but because she needs to go talk to Titus Welliver because they know where the Darksaber is, or at least...
I had something. They have it. I want it back.
Yeah, exactly.
God, she's terrific.
Titus Welliver calls Moff Gideon. We need backup. And he's just like, too late, Busta Brown. You know what to do.
Hail Hydra.
Yep, Hail Hydra. Fucking cap these two dudes. And
they look at each other like, what is that? What does that mean? That doesn't sound good for us.
Because, they're not officers. He's gonna be like, crash the ship, and they're gonna be like, what now?
No, I'm not doing that. I'd rather surrender. We should surrender.
Crash the ship for the Empire that doesn't really exist anymore.
Because that's fucking Esposito's thing too. He's like, do this. Long live the Empire.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking, he's got that chant. He's still hailing Hydra in a different language.
But they get stopped from hitting the bridge by all these dudes, and this is where Mando comes in and shows his contribution to the group.
I just don't like it because it's like, all right, what are we gonna do for our plan? I'm gonna run an admin with an armful of bombs and hope they don't shoot my non-Beskar parts. All right, cool. These bombs bounce. Like, how about cover me while I start throwing these like they're baseballs, and one of you start yelling puns in the background.
Well, I think
strike 3, you're out of here.
I think his thinking is like, Well, they might be aiming for the non-Beskar parts, which means there's no way they're going to hit him. If one of these guys knew how bad they really were, they'd be like, I'm going to aim for his chest, so that way I can definitely hit him in the neck or the shoulder.
If I aim for his foot, I'll hit him in the crotch.
Oh, he's definitely got Beskar on his crotch.
The first thing you get. It's the first fucking thing you get.
I guess it would be a cod piece. I was like, how can I combine the words dong and pauldron? But that's not going to...
Dongdon.
But so they take the bridge. She questions him about the Darksaber, and she's like, I'll let you live if you take me to him. And he's like, yeah, you might, but he won't.
Fat
Fucking
chance.
electric cyanide capsule.
Yeah. Could we talk? This is the scene I've talked about where it's like cyanide pills do exist in a degree.
Yeah.
It's It's kind of probably more painful. I don't know. I've never done either.
Yeah, I've
licked a battery.
I've never been poisoned by cyanide, though, so I don't know how painful that is.
Oh, you should. Monday, Chipotle has specials. So if you're looking to do that.
Just going to eat a bunch of apple seeds and see what happens.
I think you have to eat a lot. We forgot to mention, I know that we've talked about it, so the people that have listened all the time know this, and the people that watch the cartoons, but Katie Sackhoff was the voice of Bo-Katan Kryze in the cartoons.
Yeah, I was reading, she's not the first one to show up from the cartoons, obviously, because we've had like Saw Gerrera and stuff, but she's the first person to show up from the cartoons playing herself.
Yeah, and it just so happened, I don't think they drew her to look like her, but they just basically give her that headband and that haircut, and there you go.
Yeah, because I mean, the cartoons, the peopleness of them is not super accurate to anything.
I mean, even one of the things that we watched, I think it was the Tales of the, what did we just do? Bounty Hunter. Underworld. Tales of the Underworld.
Yeah.
When you were like, yeah, this fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi wannabe. And I was like, no, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, oh, that's just how he looks?
Yeah, because they just need to insert facial hair or hat or helmet
Change his
or whatever.
tunic. Change it. That tunic's all wrong.
Yeah. That was why I thought he looked like Obi-Wan, but I was like, why would he be here? He doesn't give a shit about...
massage ventures.
Yeah. I was like, ghost-looking lady. I couldn't think of her name.
He did have a thing. They had a thing, not romantic, but they had a fun rivalry. I think he would care about her. She's a child of the Force, and he's better than all of us.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was the real one.
You mean Obi-Wan or you mean Ewan McGregor?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay, because Ewan McGregor's better than all of us too, I think.
That's true. Yeah, no, I could take that heat. I'm not jumping in that competition.
But he's like, all right, you got your fucking ship. I got to go get the kid. She's like, hey, if you want to join us, the offer still stands. But here's your information. You got to go to, I didn't catch the planet, but the city is Caladan.
Yeah, fuck.
They even mentioned it in the next episode, but I was looking down to write something when he said it, and I was like, I can hear it, but I can't translate it in my brain.
I looked it up, and it's just from this, so I'm going to forgive both of us for not remembering.
Caladan sounds familiar. Maybe it's just from this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or it's a fun name.
But go to Caladan, meet Ahsoka Tano, tell her Bo-Katan Kryze sent you.
Oh, I'd love to Bo-Katan Kryze.
I just... The sentence is a very funny thing when she just starts rattling off all these names. Go to Caladan, find Ahsoka Tano, tell her Bo-Katan Kryze sent you. It's like, what?
Dank Ferrick, that's a bunch of fucking weird lingo. We get a Dank Ferrick in here, and it's one of the earlier live action ones. It had been cartooned for a while.
Well, he's said it before this.
Right. Sorry, this show, I mean. I had a fucking realization just now in my head. When they say you're a child of the Watch, doesn't he say, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, he has no idea that he's even in a cult. He's like, we are Mandalorians. There's different sects.
If that's all you were raised in, you wouldn't know, right? I mean, if they don't tell you, like, by the way, this is a cult.
Well, no, you would never think you're a cult. Although, this is what happens when a doomsday cult gets proven right.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't necessarily wrong.
They weren't wrong. That's how they survived, was being isolationists.
I did see something in the IMDb trivia, so, who knows. But apparently, and I'm sure Dave Filoni said
typed
this.
it.
But apparently Bo-Katan's name came from Dave Filoni's wife's cat. The cat's name is Boogie. So he combined Boogie, Cat, and Ann. Because his wife's name is Anne. I didn't mention that part.
I put that to context clues, Derek.
So Boogie Cat Anne, Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. I don't know if
It feels
need
like
to
a
hear
thing Dave
myself
Filoni
say it.
said in an interview. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
That's Boogie Katan. Ooh, that's good.
Katan. Yeah, I like.
I just don't want to call her Katan because that's like Chris Katan. So we'll call her Bo Katan.
He's not funny.
So this is the way he zips off, picks up the baby, who's playing with the baby frog. And I love when he's like dragging him out of there and it keeps reaching for it. He's like, no, I have enough pets.
Yeah. Well, so okay, then maybe that's answered then. Maybe that's like the clue to the audience. Like he really wants a friend, not a meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll take a meal.
Bad.
He'll
He's
take a
like-
meal.
He's like, if I hadn't eaten all those, maybe we could have kept one.
Could have had so many fucking friends and pets. What do you think the gestation period is of an egg in my stomach? If I vomit right now.
This is what I was referencing earlier. When he gets back to his ship and he's like, that's all you could do for 1,000 credits. They literally fixed this shit like it was a boat. There's like nets and ropes just holding
Living
everything
creatures.
together. Well, yeah. And then I wrote Squid Crab is on the ship because I didn't realize at first until it jumped down that it was the exact same thing as that big one. And he squishes it. The baby eats it. And they zip off. I do like when he hits the hyperdrive and a panel just comes flying off the ship.
It's like, well, cool. It's gonna end up being like Skeleton Crew. The ship like farts when it hits hyperdrive.
There's another 130 credits just flew off my ship.
Damn it! Deserve a discount.
So that's it for Chapter 11, where we met Bo-Katan and those other two Mandalorians and
Axe
Frogman
Wolf.
and a bunch of Quarrens.
Yeah.
These Quarrens don't seem like good guys.
Somebody talked about it. I was like, there's got to be good Quarrens. Like they're always pirates and thugs.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, I mean, I guess I know why Quarrens didn't exist. There were no Quarrens in the original trilogy, were there?
Oh, I believe there are. I believe you see him in the Wretched Hive of Villainy and Scum.
Okay. Because whoever called the Mon Calamari missed the point. Missed the chance there because Quarrens are more like calamari. They got the little squid mouth.
I bet you that's what it was. And someone's like, too on the nose. Like too on the nose.
But you can tune in next week to hear us talk about Chapter 12, The Siege. And don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. You get these episodes early, ad-free, uncut when we do the longer ones. And again, I'm going to mention, if you like listening to this, it will all be moving over to the Bad Movies Worst People feed. It's there right now, so you can just follow that feed and start listening over there. It just makes my life a little bit easier, and you can get a bunch of other cool content there too. So if you're ever like, I need a new podcast to listen to, we got another one over there called Bad Movies Worst People. So
yeah.
Go check that out.
A lot of backlog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're on episode 160 some odd right now, so you got a lot of stuff to listen to.
Let's make 169 sexy.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a horror movie, but we'll see.
Oh, then it's going to be sexy.
I'll pick a sexy one. So that's it for this week. I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
Mon Calamari. Unbelievable.
Just right now say, super interesting, Jack.
Super interesting, Jack.
There you go. That's how we
Does that
segue.
sound convincing?
No, but I wouldn't expect you to.